Hi, it's me again, James the Page Teacher, and welcome to Flosstube number 10. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And for those who are new viewers, welcome. This video is all about cross-stitching, and for those who are returnee, thank you very much for coming back. And I have a lot of things that I want to share to every one of you. And belated Merry Christmas to everyone. I am pretty sure that you have enjoyed your celebration or the Christmas celebration with your families and loved ones, and I hope that we will still continue the festive mood as we end 2021 and meet the new year 2022. Today is December 30 in the afternoon 2021, and before we leave 2021, let me share to you my cross-stitch projects that I have been working on for this year. This is my 2021 WIP Parade, my first one. I have been watching WIP Parades before I had my Flosstube channel, and it has been an inspiration. The videos have inspired me to create my own Flosstube video contents, and I do hope you will enjoy the projects that I have been working on for this year. Just grab a drink, and maybe you can also have your projects to work on while watching this video. Start first with finishes. I have 5 finishes this year. Actually, I came back cross-stitching last April, and previously I have been cross-stitching on and off, but this year I have been in a full blast mode of cross-stitching since April until now. So it has been 8 months that I have been doing many projects, cross-stitching projects, and this is the first one that I have finished. This is a free pattern from the Owl Forest embroidery, and this is pumpkin carriage. This is a picture of what it looks like when it is finished. And this is it. This is my first finish. It is a small one. I started stitching this one last September 22 and finished it after 3 days on the third day September 24. So it is stitched on an 18 count Aida plastic fabric 1x1 full cross, and I am using the DMC conversion, although Owl Forest embroidery has their own thread which are variegated. So finish number 1. Finish number 2 is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs and designed by Dominic Davison, and this is my first big finished project. I had started this one June 2, last June 2, and finished last October 12, and it is stitched on a 14 count Ada fabric 2 by 1 full cross. So I have a picture, I have a picture of what it looks like when it is finished. It is mini sunset in Venice or Venice. And this is my finish number 2. There you go. I haven't washed this yet, and I was planning to frame this one this month, but I haven't got the time to visit or to find a framing store. And I had finished this one for 5 months because on the first 2 months I have been stitching this one monogamously, and I think starting in August I have started new ones, so that's why I finished it for 5 months. Next is another Owl Forest embroidery chart. So I purchased this one digitally, and this is Goldfinches. This is the picture of what it looks like when it is finished. And this is now my finish number 3. It is stitched on an 18 count plastic Ada fabric 1 by 1 full cross, and I started stitching this one September 23 and finish it October 30. Next, finish number 4, another Owl Forest embroidery, and this is also a free pattern that you can download. This is Starlings, and I have a picture of what it looks like when it is finished because it is different with my finished output. As you can see here, the thread used on this project is variegated. That's why it's different from the one that I had finished. So this is it. It's a small one. I started this one November 3 and finish it November 8. Still stitch on an 18 count Ada plastic fabric 1 by 1. Now let's go to my last finished of the year, another Owl Forest embroidery. So if you have been observing, I am a fan of Owl Forest embroidery charts, especially their bird series, and this is the picture. It is called, the chart is called Kingfishers. There. And this is my finish of the Kingfishers chart from Owl Forest embroidery. It is again stitched on an 18 count plastic Aida fabric and 1x1. So all of Owl Forest projects are, the threads that I am using are the DMC conversion, although I am using the CXC threads. Those are my finished projects for 2021, and let us now go to my WIPs. So let us count these projects. Okay, WIP number 1, this is my first cross stitch project for 2021. I started this one last April 21, 2021. This is a pattern that I had made from pick to pat. This is Black Phoenix, and this is where I am right now. I haven't touched this project after my last video, so I will just show you the latest update of this project. So I am a fan of Marvel characters. I previously had made 2 Marvel characters that is in a full coverage format, and I have been looking those 2. I didn't know where I kept those 2 projects. Those are already finished, and this is my 3rd one, and it has now 36,280 stitches out of 99,588 stitches. So I am now at 36.43%. So my plan for this project is that I will finish it in 2022. So this will still be my focus piece for 2022. So let's see if I can finish this one next year. Next, WIP number 2 is from Heaven and Earth Design, charted by Amy Stewart, and this is Bird Garden, a full coverage project. I started this one last July 20, and this is where I am right now with the Bird Garden project. There you go. So currently I am now at 4.16%, and I have made 14,547 stitches. So you are seeing the first bird, and my plan for next year, this will also be my focus piece, but I can't finish this one next year, but I hope that I can have a big amount of progress, as it will be one of my focus piece. There you go. Let's go to WIP number 3. This is from the Bella Filipina. It's Rosa Mystica. So again, this is the first release of Bella Filipina. I think last 2015. I started this one last August 10, 2021, and stitch on an 18 count HAED fabric. So I haven't touched this one after the video, the last video update. So it's still not finished, but the things that need to be done on this project are the beads on the arc. I am planning that I will finish this one before the year ends, so maybe later this evening or in the 31st tomorrow of December, I'll be working this one so that I can finish. So this will be my last finish for 2021. I hope so. That's WIP number 3. Now let's go to WIP number 4. WIP number 4 is from DMC Philippines, DMC Inspirations. This is Bouquet of Flowers. I started this project August 13, and it is stitched on 18 count HAED fabric 1 by 1. So I have been touched this for months, and let me share to you the progress that I have on this project. I am planning to restart this one, but I don't know if I will restart this one. I'll just have to think it further if I will restart this project. WIP number 4 is another DMC Inspirations pattern. This is Bouquet of Anemone. Still, this project, I haven't touched this for months. I started this one August 14. So this is the update of this project. This is also stitched on an 18 count HAED fabric 1x1. The reason why I am planning to stitch this one because of the fabric, because it's very thin, and I am not feeling satisfied, or I'm not satisfied on the outcome of the stitches. So I don't know, let us see if I will change my mind. So that is WIP number 5. Let's go to WIP number 6. This is a Heaven and Earth design chart and designed by Honeybstitcher. This is Beachcomber's Bounty. And I started this project August 20, 2021, and this is the update now of this project. There you go. I had already made 6,020 stitches on this project, and I am at 1.85% complete. This is stitch on 18 count HAED fabric 1x1 full cross. Okay, let's proceed to WIP number 7, another Heaven and Earth design chart designed by Michael Hayes. This is Awakening. Started this one August 21, and this is where I am right now with this project. Still, it is stitched on 18 count HAED fabric 1x1. So I made 5,768 stitches, now 2.40% complete. That's WIP number 7. Let's go to WIP number 8. This is an Owl Forest embroidery chart, a free downloadable chart, and this is my Christmas themed project. This is Christmas bears. And let's take a look on the last time you saw this project. And this is where I am right now with the Christmas bears. So I've added the Christmas trees, although I did not include the white, what do you call this one, snowflakes. So I directly stitched the Christmas trees, and then after that one, the 3 remaining bears. So this is stitched on an 18 count Aida fabric 1x1. So I will still be stitching this one even if the Christmas season is over. Let's go to WIP number 9. It is Heaven and Earth design art. This is Mini Deer Creek, designed by Donna Galsinger. Many of the FLOSSTUBERS have been stitching this one. I can name a few. We have Darren, this is Stitchers, the Stitchketeers. Who else? I think that's those person that I remembered who are stitching this project. So this is where I am with Mini Deer Creek. So I haven't touched this one, so there's no picture of the previous update of this project. Picture of this project. Started, by the way, the Christmas bear, I started it on August 7. I think it's November 7. And then the Mini Deer Creek is, I started it November 15. So I am now at 1,501 stitches and 1.92%. Next is WIP number 10. This is my first Mirabilia project. It's the Aphrodite Mermaid. I joined the stitch along of Chris cross stitch first Mirabilia Sal, and I have seen 2 FLOSSTUBERS who have been stitching this one, Wayward Stitcher Ashley and Lancashire Stitcher. I've stitched this one after my previous video, so let us see the picture the last time you saw it. I have been working this one for at least 4 days, and I can't stop stitching this project. So this is where I am right now. There you go. So I'm finished with her tails, and right now I am stitching the big clam. There. So I am almost done with this part. There we go. I wish you can see how it sparkles. So it is stitched on 16 count fabric. I have restarted this one last November 25, and since that I have been making big progress on this one, and I hope that I can finish this one early next year so I can start another Mirabilia project. Let us go now to my new start. So this project, I started this one after I published my last video update. That was on December 12. So after December 12, I had started new projects. If you have been following me on Instagram, I have been posting there some of the new projects that I had started. So let's see what are those projects. First one is a Heaven and Earth chart. This is designed by Josephine Wall. This is Bygone Summer. I started this one December 12, and I have been stitching it for 2 days, and this is the update of Bygone Summer project. So on this part, it's a bit of confetti. As you can see, the stitches or the crosses are everywhere. So on my full coverage projects, I started stitching the 5x5 block cross country. So the total stitches that I had made on this one is 1,197 stitches. So that will be my WIP number 11. Let's go to WIP number 12. This is a kit from Riolis. This kit, I purchased it online on needleartcollection.com, which is a local needlework store here in the Philippines. I started this one last December 14, and I only stitch this one for a day. So let's check what's the progress of this project. So the fabric has a printed canvas, as you can see. And I have started small amount of stitches here with shades of pink. There you go. I thought it was a full coverage project, but when I opened it and see the fabric, so it's a printed canvas. So this is, I think, a 14 count Aida fabric, or yes, 14 count. This is 14 count Zweigart Aida fabric. Next, WIP number 12. WIP number 12 is a Dimensions Gold Kit collection. This is Wind Moon Fairy. Sorry for the glare. I started this project December 15, and the fabric used on this project is 16 count Aida fabric, and this is the progress that I had made. So this is a full coverage pattern. Next, we are now on WIP number 14. WIP number 14 is an Owl Forest embroidery chart that I have purchased digital online. This is Hummingbirds, the name of the chart. And this is the update that I have made on this project. I started this project December 16. I haven't uploaded it yet on the Pattern Keeper, so I can see my progress or how many stitches that I made. But maybe on the next update of this pattern, I'll be sharing to you the figures. So right now, this is the update of the Hummingbirds project. WIP number 15. WIP number 15 is another, this is a semi-full coverage project. This is Bird Song by Tatiana Fedorova. Bird Song No Background. I started this one on December 18th, and this is the progress that I had made. There you go. So I started on the right side of the chart, as you can see here, because On the other side, it has one color, and of course there is no background, so I started on the right side. I made 1759 stitches and now has 0.79% complete. Let's go to WIP number 16. WIP number 16 is from the DMC Inspiration Patterns from DMC Philippines. This is one of the Moon series released, and this one is the Harvest Moon. There you go. I started this one December 22, and this is the progress that I have made. A small one. There you go. But I am excited when it is finished. I think it's amazing. There you go. So there are 4 patterns on this series. This is the first one that I am working on. Later I'll be showing to you the next. And I have here the threads that have been bobinated. Look at the colors. WIP number 17. This is from another chart from DMC Inspirations from DMC Philippines. This is Bicycle by the Window. Started this project on the same date of the harvest moon, which is December 22. And this is the progress that I have made on this project. Let me take off the needle first. Okay, there you go. So it's too much confetti on this part, so I have been stitching this area of a chart. Still on 18 count, fade the fabric one by one. By the way, the harvest moon is also stitched on 18 count with the black fabric. Next is WIP number 18. This is another chart from DMC Inspiration. I think this is one of their latest patterns. It is called Summer Night. You can see how lovely the colors are. I started this one yesterday, December 29, and this is the progress that I had made on this chart. This is the update of the summer night. So I only have stitched 2 colors. This is a full coverage project. Oh, there were parts that are not filled out. I think the black one. There we go. You can see I haven't yet bobbinated the floss because I started this one yesterday. That's WIP number 18. WIP number 19 is another DMC inspiration pattern, which is my second moon series pattern that I will be working on, that I have worked on. This name of a chart is Moon River. Started this one yesterday only, last night, with a bit of a small update, stitches, small progress. So I am starting on this part until I reach the moon part. There. Moon River. So this is still 18 count Aida fabric, and I have not yet bobbinated again the floss. Maybe tonight or tomorrow if I have plenty of time to do that one. That's WIP number 19. Let's go to WIP number 20. WIP number 20 is an owl forest embroidery chart. This is Swallows. The name of the chart is Swallows. Started this project this morning, December 30, and this is what I accomplished. The first swallow. There you go. Fresh. Still fresh. And the last project that I have worked on for this year is another owl forest embroidery chart. This is, the name of the chart is Finches, and I stitched this one hours ago, and this is the progress, small progress. There you go. Still stitch on the 18 count Aida fabric one by one. So those are my 21 WIPs or work in progress. So I have 11 new starts, then 10 active WIPs before the last video update, and then 5 finishes, so I had worked on 26 projects this 2021. Now I still have this night and tomorrow to work on the projects, so I will be doing the Rosa Mystica maybe tomorrow, so that I can finish that one and I can start a new project from Bella Filipina. And then, if you have watched my previous video, I've discussed there on the challenges that I will be joining for 2022. One of the challenges that I mentioned is the 22K challenge. This is from the Full Coverage Fanatics Facebook group page, wherein you will be having one project that you will be stitching on January 1, and the challenge is you must have exceeded or at least made 22,000 stitches this year. And the one that I will be doing on the 22K challenge is this one. It's Princess Asleep by Yvonne Gilbert, a full coverage project. I have now the threads and the fabric still stitched on 18 count Ada 1x1 full cross. So that's the 22K challenge in 2022. And then, since I have 21 WIPs this year, and then next year I have copied the challenge of Debbie, Creatively Yours, one of the Stitchketeers, the 22 WIPs in 2022. So by adding this project on January 1, I will now have 22 WIPs. Although I will be finishing the Rosa Mystica project, hopefully, I will be replacing it with another Bella Filipina project, which is the Reina de las Flores. So in this challenge, the 22 WIPs in 2022, you should have at least 22 work in progress or projects that you will be working on in 2022. It will not exceed to 22 WIPs, so only 22 WIPs for the year 2022. If you have finished one of the projects, you can have a new start. So you cannot have a new start if that project is the 23rd project. Okay, so that is how I will be dealing with these 22 WIPs for next year. Okay. Whew. So I have been very busy preparing the new starts. I wasn't expecting that I'd be adding the 11 new starts. I was expecting that I have only worked on at least 8, but yesterday and today I tried my best to include 4 projects that would fit on the 22 WIPs in 2022. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed the projects that I have shared, and I will list down the links where I have purchased those projects. And thank you for those who have subscribed my channel. So I think yesterday or 2 days ago I have reached 500 subscribers. Yes, thank you very much. And those who have not yet subscribed, please subscribe my channel and also like my videos. It will help the algorithm in the YouTube so that my videos will be featured on the YouTube channels. And see you next year. I wish you a very festive, joyful, meaningful celebration of New Year, and we will all be busy waiting for the year 2022 tomorrow. So enjoy and happy stitching, everyone.